71 years ago, on a bright, cloudless morning, death fell from the sky and the world was changed. A flash of light and a wall of fire destroyed a city and demonstrated that mankind possessed the means to destroy itself.
Welcome, horrible people, to the Horrible Opinions Podcast. As always, I'm your friendly neighborhood host, Kenny, who likes to walk into your house when you're jacking it.
How dare you?
Hi, I'm Professor Daniel, and here we're gonna go over the ramifications of nuking a country, not once, but twice, and maybe we'll go over, does this movie call for more? Was two not enough, or was it too many? That's my hypothesis, I guess. I guess we'll see how it goes.
What's your name?
I'm Professor Daniel.
Oh, okay. You're Professor D.
I'm the same person every time.
I took your class once. You talked to me about nanobeards.
Yeah,
You flunked me.
you suck.
I stroke it to the east. I stroke it to the west. I stroke it to the necroborg that I love the best. I'll be stroking Ryan.
I'll not broken Ryan.
Oh, you will. You'll be expelling your demons and tissue just like our sweet, sweet boy in this movie. What movie we watched?
In that Oppenheimer movie, did they go over any of the possible side effects of nuclear radiation?
Nowhere.
Because I think if they had known about this being a side effect, a cause, a repercussion, I don't think they would have done it.
That's right. We're watching 2005's
Oppenheimer.
Meatball Machine. So grab a seat in the theater right next to us, and
Put your hand higher on my thigh.
let's get into it. That's a spicy meatball.
What kind of meatball do you guys like?
I don't.
Really?
I like
Next
it with
question.
my paschetti.
It's messy. I don't like messy food.
What?
You eat bread that crumbs fucking everywhere.
That's dry. Okay, I don't like wet mess.
Ah,
I've heard that
that
about you.
explains your tactics with the females.
The female.
Dry
of
and
the
crumbly.
species.
Yeah. Yeah, what's the synopsis of this movie? I'm gonna go ahead and say, Daniel, give it to us. Try something new.
Here's a parasite thing, and it does the whippy noises from the thing, and there's a little freak who lives in a ball. He's cool. Yeah, I don't I don't know what I want.
I'm
There's a
starting to
little
think
freak.
he's not a real professor, Kenny.
There's a little freak in a ball.
Listen, you can graduate at the bottom of your class. They're still gonna call you Professor Dale.
Okay, true or false? There's a little freak in a ball.
He's a little freak.
Well, I
See?
mean, he's you want a gentleman on the street and a freak in the ball. Am I right?
Yeah, that's what you want.
All right, I'm gonna throw some movie titles at you, Daniel. You say yay or nay if it fits. Alien,
Yay.
Highlander,
Yay.
Big O.
Sure. It's a Gundam.
Is it a Gundam?
Not.
Power Rangers.
Yay.
No, I think I've covered him. Critters. A little bit of critters in there.
There's a little freak.
Yeah, the critters.
Little
Yeah, I have a
freak
note
who
that says,
has to plug
is this
himself
just...
into a penis. Huh?
Gotta plug it.
It's plug and
Is
play.
this just Freaky Highlander?
Freaky Highlander. There can be only one freak in a ball, Kenny.
It doesn't even say they get any powers. It's like you get to keep living.
Well, they're playing a game.
So I think it's the most dangerous game. So there's a bit of Predator in here too, except they're
yeah.
hunting each other. So it's the most dangerous game.
Yeah.
There's a little freak in me right now.
The freaks, they come out at night.
And what else? Have you seen The Hidden, Daniel?
I know what it is.
Okay. Yay or nay?
Yay.
Okay. Now, what would be a good love story movie? What is the love story movie for this movie? Would you say Titanic?
No.
Maniac.
No, Kenny.
The Sinful Dwarf.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know
Is
what
that a
that is either.
documentary?
About a little person who they make really creepy who does a lot of bad things.
It's a love story?
How about City of Angels?
He's loving it.
I don't know what City of Angels.
Is that Meg Ryan?
That's the Meg Ryan with our boy.
Nick Cage?
I was going to go Meg Foster, but yeah, Nick Cage is actually who it is.
Boy, they're doing that thing on the bicycle, arms out.
Yeah, because it's a love, but they can't have it.
Why can they not have it?
This is Romeo and Juliet, Daniel.
This isn't.
Meatballs?
Tale as old as time.
This is
Well, I guess not at first.
not at first.
Not until the.
I need someone
Not,
more astute with Japanese culture to explain some things to me.
I'm your guy.
Okay.
I'm an expert. Just ask me anything you want.
So,
two
that
nukes.
is
That's gonna be
doctor.
my answer to everything. It was two nukes.
First date, I have to open your shirt? Because that seems a little bit forward.
I have to forcibly open your shirt.
wanna
You
see the
you
rest
don't
of
want
them?
me. Okay, so on the first date, you don't want me to, right? You don't want any part of this.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I'm just going by what I saw in the movie. But I have to.
No, but once I get you back to my one-room pad, and you can see I've tidied up because all my spank tissues are in the trash can.
Well,
And
no,
you're-
he
and you're
fucking
impressed.
hid. I gotta hide all evidence of a hobby. Hide my circuit boards.
No, he doesn't even hide them. Let me clear the table by putting everything in a pile on the corner of the table.
I originally thought that these little creatures were going after...
Please, Brian.
We'll say broken people, because the first one it goes after is a guy, let's say businessman suicide. Okay, he's in the warehouse, he's got the noose, he wants to hang himself, but it's suicidus interruptus.
Well, that's convenient because now he still gets to go to heaven.
The tentacle's
And-
doing him a favor.
He was so polite. His suicide note, according to my subtitles, is labeled suicide note.
Right?
It took me a while to turn on
Pithy.
subtitles
Straight into the point.
because I thought
Yeah.
they were just gonna automatically be on. It seems to happen to me a lot.
You watched it on Tubi?
Yeah,
Oh, mine auto on.
mine did not.
Oh,
So
well,
businessman.
his suicide
yeah.
note says suicide note.
So he's depressed. Yoji.
Well, you don't know he's
I
depressed.
actually don't think he is.
Oh, you think he's just getting off a shift? This is just part of the daily routine.
Like
Like,
every
if you
day
don't
get
get
off
home from work and contemplate hanging yourself, did you even go to work?
But no,
Like,
but he's done more
you
than
don't have just a
contemplate.
tiny noose ready to go.
Right,
Little
but you
noose,
have it ready to go.
Tiny noose, baby noose.
Baby noose.
Don't
Hug
use
me.
it.
Honestly, maybe he was about to jerk it.
You ever think about that, Ryan?
Okay, I would accept it said suicide note.
That's in case
He's
he
role-playing.
accidentally dies.
Oh
No, he doesn't want people to think he died jerking
He
it.
doesn't
Right,
wanna
but he's
do
still
it
gonna
if
be
he
dead
has
jerk with his
Carradine.
pants off.
Oh
No, he accidentally got.
He got scared.
Hey,
Daniel.
you got scared? Okay.
Virus and the.
If
and
I
his
have
noose.
a boner,
If I have a boner.
that's just a death boner. I wasn't jerking it. That's what the note says. I killed myself.
Wipe my hard drive.
Wipe my hard drive. I can actually just take a magnet to it.
Wipe my hard drive, Annie.
Okay, so the main factory worker guy who we're gonna get is Yoji. He's a lonely sod. Okay, he doesn't really got a lot going. He's gonna
What
hook
is
up.
sod?
Yeah, with what is her name? Sachiko.
Then
And she's, got
Nice.
major daddy issues, and they both get taken over. And I'm like, oh, it's going after like the sad people. But no, because then it goes after the kid, and the kid was just having a great time with baseball. And it went after the trucker, and the trucker drove a home run. So I don't know what his problem would have been.
Okay, look.
If I confused you.
When the space crabs, so that's what I call them, or not space crabs. There might be two factions of crabs. Go and get that first guy, and we get like these rubber hosing slapping the camera
Yeah,
all over the
that's
place, which
good.
I think is fantastic. Then we start to turn the dude over, and they either do look like Power Ranger bad guy
Villains?
rejects,
You say
Yeah.
rejects.
Or-
I say the stuff that was too edgy for TV.
too edgy, or it's a Guar concert. We're watching a Guar
It could be
music
Guar,
video.
yeah. It's just human guars.
Yeah.
They stole their outfits.
Then we got two of them fighting, and then one of them beats the other one and grabs a little thing and goes to eat it, and I'm like, "Don't eat that!"
Why
And
you
then
gotta
he
tell
gets
him what to
stabbed.
eat?
You don't eat that. You don't eat the little freaks. Then he gets stabbed through the back by some like gun blade by some guy who, well, I don't know, but I'm like, I told you not to eat that. You got stabbed. That's what you get. And then there's like a chick over there with the sword guy with an eye patch and a little like neck bandage, and it's like all pulsating and shit. And I'm like, that ain't right. And then we cut to like a nasty river, and there's like some sort of gator creature out there in the water.
It's one of the parasites.
That's one of the
It's-
crabs.
I thought it was
yeah.
a gator ninja, but my question is: so at these humans in their suits going at it, is this what happens at Comic-Con at night?
No, that's
No,
what happens
sex.
during the day.
Oh,
Sex happens at night at Comic-Con.
this happens during the day.
Nasty sex.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Tell me
it's
more,
the nastiest,
Professor.
sexy ever.
It's disgusting.
Will there?
I mean, you got
will
like,
there be a
Marvel
fish?
and DC like intermixing.
Oh, Oh no.
Sometimes you got the indies coming in
No,
there.
Batman's
no.
banging Spider-Man,
This is
that's
the slash
not
fiction
supposed
I did
to
not ask
happen.
for.
No, you did.
Yeah, you do want it.
You do
You want
want
it bad, but it's gross.
Hey, you know how you went out with that girl last night? Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more. Did you get very far?
Did you get some sexy
that
boy?
Grease?
No, I'm Ryan. Hi. Oh,
No, but you're singing Grease? Is
yeah,
that
of
what
course
that
I am.
Tell me more, tell me more. Did she look like a whore?
Tell me more, Mickey. Mickey's all like, nah, nothing happened.
Nothing happened. And I'm looking around the shop. I'm looking around this outside here, and I'm like, this place is depressing as fuck.
What do they
but
do?
You know what?
They,
I don't know. They machine parts.
They pull levers and push buttons.
But what does that do?
Lathing metal,
Machine thing.
which you think would come into play. Like maybe he'd have like an
Well,
inner
it does come
knowledge
into play.
of
Well, yeah,
machines.
I think this is
He
why
does.
some of his gear gets to be so cool.
He circuits he plays with the crab.
Well, he tries to play with the crab. I don't think he gets any real success with it. He tries to drill the crab. Crab can't be drilled.
There you go. He tried.
Tries to drill the
Yeah.
lady. That doesn't work out.
Lady can't get drilled.
Can't get drilled.
That's-
Well, can.
I got a
I
question.
don't know.
Just
about
not by
that
no
later.
human boy.
I got a
Yeah,
question.
it's.
You got questions
There's all
about
sorts
that
of
later,
questions.
Daniel? What questions do you have? I know for a fact you and I have seen the same documentaries, okay?
Sure, we've all seen the documentaries. My question is, why does that happen to her but no one else?
We don't know that it didn't happen to
Yeah,
other people.
It should have happened to him, but it was a mutated one.
It didn't happen to him.
The Dr. Sword Gun guy took that part out of the fun. Those mutated versions, okay?
I don't know.
It should have happened to him. I wanted to see the look on his face.
I don't know. It's happening to me.
So, okay, look, he's sitting outside on his lonely lunch in this fucking apocalyptic wasteland. Ladies over there.
That's called like
hanging
downtown
up
Japan.
sheets.
Okay.
Yeah,
no,
it's
no,
bad.
not sheets.
Sure,
Sheet.
She's hanging
Singular
up shit.
sheet.
And
She's
then
trying.
we cut to our lonely boy, like cameras behind him, and it's like arms going at it. And Kim looks up, she's got her headphones on, like listening to a book, and she goes, "Is he jerking it?" I'm like, "He might be."
Well, that's unclear. I think he was working his Tamagotchi, getting the steps in.
With
he needs to be
forward and
careful.
backward motion.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
You gotta shake it.
Shake it.
Yeah,
Shake it.
he almost knocked his screws off the table. It's like, "Don't lose your screws." I was like, "Oh, yeah, he's jerking it." He like grabs his little tissues, starts wiping, and then looks up, and the lady who was jerking it to, hanging up clothes, is standing there. She's like, "Caught you."
He said, "Mom."
Yeah, Kim's like, "Did he just leave his door open?" And I'm like, "What a fucking psycho!" Just like what's his face in the Friday
That's
the
the
13th
entry.
remake.
The outside door is beyond that point.
Well, we didn't know that at the time. Also, even if I'm alone in the house, I'm still probably shutting the door to have an additional coverage
Door
for any
shut.
wank
Locks are
adventures.
locked.
We
You're
got
in the
us a shy
basement.
guy here.
You got
Shy
the
guy.
Candles are lit.
You got the. I mean, you got some incense
My
going.
tiny rope is hung.
You got your cut of Mike Tyson singing you a love ballad.
yeah.
Uh,
And then you go to your shame corner when you're done. You just did a bad thing.
I pop a champagne cork. I don't know about you.
Out of my asshole.
It's a celebration,
And
bitches.
then, bitches, then it's not.
Who is
It's
it?
not
Who
the
is
lady. It's his neighbor who just walked into his house. Like, you're supposed to knock. Bitch, you're not supposed to walk into my house. You're not just supposed to knock. Like, don't. But, whatever, man. Like, help your neighbor out here. I need 10,000 yen. I watched you jerk it.
And I
you should
watched
pay
you
him.
not wash your hands ever.
Dick hands.
Yeah.
So
He's
this is
got
the
dick
one
hands.
time I will confirm for Kenny. Dick hands confirmed.
Well, you can't really confirm it. They didn't show him like working it.
Maybe he was slapping his belly
Confirmed.
furiously, and then
He's
that
playing the
makes
belly
him-
drums.
Yeah, and that gets him off. You never think about belly slappers.
I don't.
You've never met a tum tum tapper?
A tum tum tapper.
Yeah.
Go on.
Oh, if you did, you would leave your wife so fast.
For a tum tum
So
tapper.
fat. For a tum tum tapper. You'd be getting tapped left and right, Ryan.
Oh.
Left.
It could be happening right now.
Is that like a bop it
Right.
machine?
Don't
Yeah, but
twist it.
every single thing is tum tum tap.
Tap
Tap it.
it. Tap it.
Tap it again.
Tap it. Tap it harder. Tap it. Put your finger in the belly button. Oh! Tap it.
What if it's an Audi? You didn't think about that.
Oh, they're not allowed. We kick those fucking freaks out. Mutants. Space crabs.
There was a crab.
Whatever. Look,
We saw a crab.
we've seen all sorts
There
of
is
crabs.
a crab in this movie.
we got baseball boy
Aw.
who's out there doing baseball, and he's like, I'm gonna go investigate this thing. And I'm like, don't investigate, kid. Don't do that. And he's over there, he's sneaking around a wall, tapping the wall, because he wishes it was a tummy, but it's a wall, he's tapping it. And it peeks around the corner, and all of a sudden, rubber hoses flying at him. I'm like, oh no, I told you, kid. And then, yeah, you got rubber hose.
I thought he was
But
going
then
to
he
be
comes
okay.
back out. Yeah, well, he was. He's better than okay. I'm like, hell yeah, kid. I love your new look. He's all like Power Ranger villain now.
Classic mistake, though.
And
He thought he was impervious to truck.
Yeah, truck gets you every time. That poor
It
guy.
is a little weird that they can take all this damage, but a truck
Truck always
disintegrates
wins,
him.
Well,
What this?
I mean, it just
what
knocks
does
him
he
off
mean?
his shoes, not his socks, because his socks stay on his feet.
No,
his
Come
his
on,
whole
feet were.
Waspinator's whole body hurt.
Waspinator
His
has
feet
no
were
more
still
body.
in the shoes.
Can I tell you how much I love when this happens?
Children getting run over by cars. You
Oh,
love
It
that?
was so
my
good.
God, the
Because-
cut that happens. It's so good.
But like before it even hits him, like the two guys in the truck, like the one in the passenger seat is like, "You see that kid up there?" And
Yeah, I
the
see
driver's
it.
like, "Yeah, I see
Yeah,
it."
I see it. Yeah.
I don't
And
think
the
you
guy-
do.
I don't think you do. It's the Zombievers guys. They're everywhere. That would have been great. Yeah. Obliterates the kid. His feet are left in his shoes. His arm gets stuck in the wheel well. It's embarrassing. The guy gets out. He's like, well, shit, man. This ain't good. I'm gonna puke up all this milk I drank earlier.
Milk was a bad choice.
Milk,
And then I
yeah.
get this clear slime dropping on my face. Don't like that.
That's not right.
And then the fucking tentacle crab comes back out, starts crabbing him. Now, I think the issue with the kid is I think the crab didn't realize, like, a kid is not a good vessel. You know, it's not strong enough. Like, come on.
It's like
What,
you
you're
can't
kid
even
fighters?
take one truck, kid. This ain't gonna work.
Yeah. Yeah. And be glad the crabs don't have to do that thing on everyone, because it would have had to do it to
Ryan
the kid,
says they
Dale.
do.
I say they do it on everyone. We just don't. They don't make a point of showing us, and I think that's a failing
The show.
of society.
I want to see it. I want to see it. All right, look.
I mean,
That crab jumps on the truck guy, and now we got another random battle going on, and someone's stroking their weapon, and these two guys are fighting while the guy's stroking his sword gun, I think. We got those weird fucking Coraline mom eyes going on all the creature dudes. But this one guy, he's got a fucking little like windshield.
that's the truck driver.
That's trucker, yeah. And it's got fucking wiper blades.
Yeah.
So like
He materialized a
you're-
little windshield wiper for himself.
I
Yeah,
wanted
so,
him
like-
to not be able to eat the thing because he kept smashing it into the window, but he went
Right?
over.
But like we get our crab
he figured out takeout,
fighting
Daniel,
form.
yeah.
Yeah.
The
Our
drive-thru.
crab fighting form is based on our job. So like Daniel's gonna be out there fucking whipping baguettes out of his fucking arms, like aha, bread man.
Oh, I was thinking maybe some blenders, whirly bit, mixing machines.
I really don't do much with blenders. but
Okay,
I
let's be honest.
understand.
He's just gonna materialize a bunch of grumpy Wednesday cats posters.
Hmm.
You tell
That's
me.
pretty
not,
much
not
like
even the cat, just the poster.
The poster
Grumpy Cat's
of the
dead.
cat
It's got to be the poster. All Daniel does is cook frozen bread
and look grumpy,
and look grumpy.
like a cat.
I am very pleasant.
When you're
When?
Asleep,
Ah,
which is most of the day.
Yeah, but to get to you, we gotta follow the trail of breadcrumbs, and that's just
I'm
Breadcrumbs.
sorry.
Yeah. You heard him.
what I say.
Dale does when he does his tummy taps.
Your bread tums.
He's
Get
got the
'em.
No,
breadcrumbs.
you said
those bread
breadcrumbs.
Oh,
If you don't
I
keep a
didn't say that.
baguette there to soak up the jizz, what are you even doing?
you're gonna get taken over by a crab monster. That's what's gonna happen.
Not me.
Don't. Oh God. Okay.
You know why?
Look.
Because I was in the circus for years, and I would just eat glass.
You were a geek.
So all that's it. Eat glass, and so all that's just all up in my bum. So nothing wants to go up in there.
We've all been there.
Before the glass.
I bet this guy's drill dozer would still go up there though. Fucking our truck driver crab man wins the fight, goes to eat the little sphere thing, and then the dude with the gun sword thing shows up, does a little stab, but his gun thing jams. And that's why I'm like, this guy should have known it's Nerf or nothing. Okay, as if it was a Nerf gun, wouldn't jam. Well, he manages to, I think get the sphere thing.
I think this
for the
one
lady.
he doesn't. I think he just runs away because his little machine gets broken.
Oh yeah, he saws up the sword. But this is where I realize though he's trying to kill these things and take the the little spheres from them to give to the lady with him. And it's like he's got to power up his lady like a Pokemon. Like, those are rare candies. And that's what he's doing.
You don't want to give your Pokemon rare candy.
Why?
Why?
It fucks up their stat.
Doesn't it go up?
The level goes up, but I think the stat gain is worse.
What does that mean?
Never.
Don't the numbers go up?
The one level goes up, yes, but the stat it's better to organically level them up. And then you got to take into account EVs. It's a whole thing. IVs, EVs. What is it? I think it's IV.
No, it's never been that.
When did you? When did you figure out they were aliens?
When I saw the little freak.
Okay.
I'm still not sure they are aliens.
Ooh.
We get a speech later.
But so the end of the movie where it shows you that they're aliens, that didn't.
No.
Here,
half of
anything
them are
for you?
aliens, but the other ones could be like under Earth creatures.
What half? What are you talking about?
I think there's 2 sets of them.
No.
Okay. No, the doctor guy or whatever.
He doesn't know. He's a reliable doctor.
He doesn't know
too,
what's going on.
He has
he
no.
says,
he has no.
They
clue.
lay out what's going on at the end of the movie.
He says they're potentially in space, or maybe even from under the Earth.
Well, he's got both options open. All right.
So he's
That's a
covered
classic
everything.
doomsday
They're either from here or they're not.
Or they're not.
And
You
he's
know?
in the movie. He would know more
They're
than
either
us.
taking you over or they didn't.
Right, but I would take the word of a little freak as per what's going on than
Those
over
little
him.
freaks are little liars, okay?
But they don't know they're lying.
I want to see the behind-the-scenes shot of someone there holding fucking 57 little rubber tubes.
Can we get more
shaking with
goo on
camera.
the little freak?
Freak out, goo up the freak.
Oh, he's got a stray hair. Could someone comb one of his 3 hairs?
One of his 3 hairs. All right,
Get it out of his tooth eyes.
Let's go do what we all like doing, okay? Let's go watch some pornography at the theater. And now this...
Okay.
Our man Yoji, he just wanked it. Now he's gonna go watch some porn.
Well, it's a different day, I think.
Maybe. Or maybe
Even if it's not a different day.
Well, you think he
whatever.
started his morning that
Whatever.
way? With a little... I mean,
Wake and wink.
wink and wink and then
Wink and wink.
get shook down by your neighbor for some money and then you're on your way.
And you're on your way. You're sitting down at the Spank Theater.
And who approaches you
And
but
you got
Strong Jaw? Man.
a lady?
No, you got Strong Jaw.
Yeah, we got fancy men ladies.
I'll agree. I'll
Just
agree.
be-
They put some
yeah.
effort into it. They did their hair, did some
Yeah.
makeup. They're
Yeah.
wearing high heels.
So for this scene, they will be she
Strong Jaw.
does a power move, Strong Jaw, and just sits right down next to
That
him
is funny.
at the Spank Theater.
It's
Even if this is a
funny.
regular theater, it's a power move. I'm just like, don't
You gonna
do this.
You gonna eat that popcorn?
And then, yeah, I'm just gonna. Are you gonna
Which hand did you? Which hand?
wank it with?
Yeah.
I can
Hand you wank it
smell
with?
the
Both of
semen
them?
on your hand.
Both of them. Okay, here's a
Perfect.
wet wipe. Now we can both enjoy the pizza. I don't know why I switched from popcorn to pizza. I'm ordering a pizza.
I brought both. I brought both.
I got a deep dish. You have no idea
About
where I'm keeping
pizza.
it.
How come movie places don't sell pizza?
I don't know.
Some of them
Some
do.
of them do. Have to.
Name them.
AMC.
That ain't near me. Not that
Oh.
I would go because
It's near
I
your
don't want to
work.
go outside. Near my work? No, it's not. Liar.
It's in the town where you work.
No.
There's an AMC up there.
No.
Pretty sure one of those is an AMC.
No.
You wouldn't know.
No.
I don't think you've ever been to one of those without
No.
me.
But you know where he has been? Hentai.
This is true.
I
Let-
like how he called
let
him
go,
pervert
hentai.
when they were both just in the sex
Well,
theater.
they were in-
Yeah, but Yoji
Okay,
wasn't
but-
like rubbing up on other people in the theater.
Yeah, Yoji gets up, moves one seat to the right because this person came and sat down next to him, and then that person gets up, Strong Jaw, and moves right back next to him, starts rubbing up on his leg, and I'm like, nah, man. And then Yoji just leaves. Like, get your shit off of me. And then they follow him out there and like, back off, perv. And then he got beat up by Strong Jaw, lays in the trash.
Strong Jaw's voice got real deep and it was real funny.
Yeah. and then spits on him, and that's real gross. But I'm like, you can't get mad that he didn't want you to jerk him in the theater. He's not into it. He left. He wasn't bothering you. You were bothering him. Why you go and beat him up? Make him feel like the bad guy.
That's his love.
Well,
This is
shit.
the girl he
That's
was.
Jack, and Strong Jaw is Rose.
Stalking. A lot of people don't realize that.
Yeah,
the girl
it's
from the
far
start of the movie.
away. You get a
Oh.
different image, like a mirage.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
Like, yeah, but when
I've
you
been
up-
there
up-
with you.
up-
You guys did mistake me for a woman in the theater once.
Yeah.
This is true.
Oh, Ryan was there too, actually.
Look, I've mistaken Kenny for many women. Be more specific.
What was that, Underworld?
There was a butch lady in Underworld, and we're like, man, that's a butch lady. And then it turned out to be you.
Yeah, we were there separately watching the same movie together. I was with Shandar, and then you guys were with you guys.
Yeah.
Maybe
And
that was
Andy.
the second Underworld.
It was Underworld too.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I had luscious locks down to my shoulders.
And a great ass.
Those were the days. Did a lot of squats.
You know what this movie needed at this moment, and it gives it to you? More goo on your face.
More goo. He's got
dripping.
the spit on his face,
Just dripping.
which is gross.
Yeah.
And then the goo comes out. I was like, I'd rather have the goo.
No.
I don't want nobody to spit on my face.
You'd
Gross.
rather have goo?
Yeah.
Spit is gross. Yeah.
You don't know what the goo is.
I don't
Hair
care.
gel.
It's not spit from a person.
But it could be like butt juice. You don't know
No.
what it is.
I don't care about space crab butt juice.
It could be anything.
It couldn't be spit from a mouth.
It could be.
No.
No, never.
You drink enough monsters, your saliva will become like that.
What kind of monsters?
What kind of monsters are you deep throating, Daniel?
No, like
Space
the
crabs?
Monster Energy drink.
No.
Whatever
no,
you gotta
no,
call
no.
it.
We know what you're saying.
You know what
It's
you're
okay.
saying, dog.
You suck off enough monsters.
You tell us. Yeah.
You're always
The back
gagging
of your
for it on the
throat's
day.
gonna be covered in this slime.
And
This is true.
I heard from a friend of mine.
heard it from a friend who.
I don't know. I gotta go.
Oh, we just lost the
Bye.
professor. Maybe he had a class.
Well, one student's enrolled this year. It's a big year.
Huge year, big year. We're up. Our
Huge.
numbers are up.
Huge. Yoji, he dodges Space Crab, and Space Crab hits the trash, and that's enough to stun it or something.
I don't think Space Crab really tried very hard with Yoji.
I don't think Space Crab's feeling well.
Oh, is it have an upset
Space
tummy?
crabs-
Does it need the tum
Yeah.
tum Pattersons?
You can't. We can't
That's
say
right.
Space.
The Tum Tum
Yeah, you got-
Patterson.
Tum Tum Patterson.
That's
can't
what
say
that's what
sp-
Robert Patterson when he would be in the
Was that
Batman
his audition?
suit, and he would say, "Oh, this criminal he's angry. You're gonna need the Tum Tum Patterson." And then
You're gonna
Here
get your Tum
Here
Tum
comes
Patterson.
Tum Tum Patterson. And that's how he gets. That's how he flips all the villains. 'Cause he plays the tum tum.
Slap my belly.
yeah,
Yeah. Well,
Trademark.
the guy says the
This is the
crabs
tum-tum
want,
of a
want
killer.
sad people. Okay. It's sad, disturbed people. Yet it doesn't go for Yoji, and I'd argue Yoji is the saddest, most disturbed person in this movie.
It just missed, and then it only gets one shot.
what's he sad about?
Oh, you get one shot.
His life.
Well, he didn't get to finish the movie. He just paid for.
I mean, that'd make me pretty sad.
I'd be pissed. Absolutely pissed. He fries that sucker, all right? And, we take that, we grab that space crab, throw it in our backpack, we take it, we go, okay? Then we're back at work, and all the boys over there, friends at work again, and they're like, hey, bro, we got next with her when you're done, bro. Like, haha, we got next. Yeah. Yoji, what are you doing, man? You trying to get this overtime? Like you're really busting my balls here, Yoji. You're like, yeah, man, I'm sorry. But in reality, I'm about to work on Space Crab.
I love
Put Space Crab on the drill press, try to drill into Space Crab.
This is a solid
Nothing.
prop.
Breaks the bit. Yeah, it's good.
It's
You
good.
got a super tough crab
It's
shell.
gooey.
All crabs. It never went clickety clack, but it's still pretty tough.
Did you see the time when he touched like the goo part of it, and then he'd like put it right through his hair?
I mean, when you got free hair gel, you use it.
Something about married himself, Daniel.
It happens to the best of us.
Okay, they owe this
We
movie
get back
royalties.
home.
They stole from this
They do.
movie.
They
Daniel.
should. That might be before this movie.
Nah.
Possible. Then I'll look at Bing something about Mary.
I'm on it.
Okay. Yoji gets back home. Neighbor lets himself in the house again.
With good news though
He's
this
like,
time.
Yeah, good. I'm going to pay you back. I'm not going to give you the money I owe you.
1998.
I called it. I'm going to take you to a brothel. Wait, you've never done it? You're a Virginian?
And then
I'm from Virginia,
and then
West
his,
Virginia.
his right hand just kind of pops into frame, and it's got two eyes drawn on it, and a little. I love you. Yeah, what about me? Are you gonna tell about me? You said
my
you
God.
said I was your one and only. We're engaged.
His
Back away
his
from
crab
my man,
form should have had
bitch.
that.
Huh?
Oh my
His
god!
crab form
it
should have had a little eyes and mouth on his hand, and then like a big beefy arm. Yeah, so good guy neighbor gonna take you to a brothel and he's just sitting in the room. Yoji be sitting there, and the brothel employee lady is just like, "Hey," and he's like, "Yes."
Yes,
and then it's like, "Oh no, this is my tum tum taps. You don't touch me."
I tum tum tap myself. You don't tum tum tap me.
You don't know.
I'm sorry.
He strikes out.
Did you not come to the brothel?
Well,
Do you understand that here we provide the tum tum tapping services?
I didn't know.
You're not allowed to tum tum tap yourself in this district. Okay.
What if you
It's
watch?
the law. Oh,
You watch me
Oh,
tum
shit.
tum tap myself.
Tap 1-800 tap right. It's the law.
It is the law.
He gets out of the brothel. That ain't right for him. At this point, I'm like, this dude, he needs an alien. All right, he needs to let the crab on him. Well, he gets out of there and he finds his girl, old sheet hanger, in distress from his. That's what she does.
I love it. Yes, refer to them as the thing we saw them do. And yes, I am fine. We have
what
strong
else does
jaw.
she do?
We have sheet hanger. We've got drill bit Yoji. We've got sexual assault Tanaka. I love it.
That's it.
Sexual assault Tanaka.
We encounter sexual assault Tanaka over there trying to, bang his girl against a fence. And I'm like, this is going to be real awkward
You keep
at work
saying
tomorrow.
his girl.
Well, I mean, he's already laid claim. He called dibs. He did it quietly, but like that's his property now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't understand. So I'm like, all right, look, man, hey, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
That's it. I'm going to get mad and make you punch me.
Oh,
And he did.
Yoji is a flailer and a hugger,
no, he's
but
wimp
not
low.
a fighter. He's what?
Wimp
Whip
low.
low.
They trained
We
him wrong on
intentionally trained him
purpose.
wrong on purpose. Yes, that's a joke.
He's also not a good walker either, because when he tries to walk away after getting punched in the face a couple times, he stumbles and
in
falls
the
over.
scene, I think it's around when he goes into the brothel or comes out of it. There's a background guy who kind of like waddles away like this.
Are you
Ooh,
serious?
with the rubber arms? I need to see
It's
that
like
again.
an old man, and he does that, and I
he-
don't know why.
He octopuses away.
He's probably a crab man.
He might be a crab. There's
crabbing.
crab, but what they didn't show you is that there's squid people as well.
Oh, fucking squid people.
And he was
God
right.
damn
There's
it.
multiple factions.
Well, Yoji starts getting his ass kicked trying to help out his lady. And then I'm just like telling the lady, like, help him out, man. You're free now. He's getting his ass kicked because of you. And then the sexual assault Tanaka, which is a really good bad guy name. It's he's like, he gets done beating them both up, kind of, sort of. And then he's just like, see you later.
See you work tomorrow.
Just another awkward
know.
Monday. Oh,
I was like, I think
I saw you
I think
on
they'd rather not.
Sunday.
Yeah.
I beat your ass on that
Attempted
day.
rape on Friday. Oh, yeah.
Do not call the cops, please. Why didn't we call the cops?
They
I
don't
don't think they'd
exist there.
care.
Oh, he didn't actually get a sexual assault? Okay. That's a man's right.
I don't think they'd
Yeah.
care.
Okay, well, you know what? What's our face? Drill boy?
Yoji.
He has the stoic walk away of a hero, where it's like a woman who's just broken one of her heels. It's just like, and then Sheet Lady's like, don't worry, dog, I got you. Let's walk you home. And we get into his house, and I'm immediately like, hide your jizz rags, man. There's a lady coming. Like, what are you doing?
Lady on deck.
Yeah,
Lady on
when
deck.
she's like, I'm going to get you, I think her name is Sachiko, and she's like, I'm going to get you a towel. And I'm like, oh, no.
They're all crusty.
They're
I can't explain it. It's the water.
The crumbs are
So we
come
got
off now.
hard water.
We got
Hard
crusty water.
Very hard water here.
A lot of soot deposits.
We need a water softener.
There's something
We can't
wrong with the
afford it.
pipes. I don't know what it is.
It's lead and jizz
It's
in the
lead,
pipes.
jizz.
A lot of lead and jizz in the pipes. Let me clear the table. Thanks for not letting that dude rape me. He doesn't even know her name. He's been creeping on her for months. Doesn't even know her name.
It's Sheet Lady.
You know, Sheet Lady, and he's like, I'm Yoji. I love when you hang things. And like she hangs his shirt or his jacket or whatever in the house. I'm like, he's
like,
probably
"Oh,
just came everywhere.
Oh.
Yeah. And she's like, I seen that every day you're out there, you're a lonely boy. And I'm a lonely girl. Do you want to be lonely together?
I'm a lonely boy.
Yeah. And like she went to that party where she met sexual assault Tanaka, which again has a good flow to it.
It almost
You
should be
know.
like a beverage, but I don't want it to be.
Yeah.
It's not a good beverage. I
use-
don't want this beverage, though.
It's like if sexual assault Tanaka is a beverage, it's probably a flavor of kombucha. Nobody wants it. Tastes like gasoline and ass.
Sexual assault
And
Tanaka.
I've tasted both of these. Say.
At the same
she's like,
time.
"You wanna-"
Oh, my brother.
She thought that he was gonna be at that party, and that's all the only reason why she went there, because she's into him. And then you get some. Weird
what time
walking-
is it? Is it? Oh, my watch says it's trauma dump o'clock.
Yeah, well, let me kiss you. Well, already it's bad. Okay, so this girl, she just had an attempted sexual assault on her.
But she's all better now.
Because you've bonded. She's all better. Maybe don't try to take it past the kissing. The same, like within an hour of her almost being raped. Like maybe you.
She's
hold
the one
off on that by
saying,
a
"Hey,
day."
my chest is
You want to see it?
there's a problem with it. You want to see it?"
Do you want to see it?
I've got a scar.
Double
And
dog
by a
dare you to
scar,
see it.
I mean this shit is infected and it is bad
It is
news.
bad.
That is not a scar. That is a wound.
This
When did
happened
Daddy
yesterday.
do this? Yeah.
She's all like,
what,
look,
what the?
I'm going to show you the scar. You're going to be repulsed by it. And he's like, oh, yeah? Let me see. And then you see it, he goes, oh my gosh.
That's not a scar. It smells like almonds. This is not okay.
You should see a doctor.
Yeah, Dr. Daniel will take care of you. I thought she was going to open her shirt, though, and you were going to be able to see right through her, straight to the other side.
I got this thing.
There's a problem.
There's a problem
My
right
gut
here.
plug
I'm
is
like,
lying over
plug.
there.
Now, this whole thing where she's trauma dumping him, the space crab hates this. He's in there getting irritated as a motherfucker. It's like, oh, man, I hate hearing about abusive fathers. I hate scars that are wounds. And then she's like, but I hit him with a pipe, and he gets all excited. Space crab loves retribution. And then she's all like, oh, you were disgusted by it. And I'm like, lady, I'm pretty sure he'll still bang you.
well, so the physical scars, no, he's into those. The daddy trauma, that's going to need
He
some
doesn't know what to
treatment.
do with this.
He's going to need some treatment from Dr. Mario on that one. They're going to need to pull out a
Yeah.
Nintendo, fire that baby up, and let Dr. Mario and some pill matching games.
Fire that baby up.
You know.
Dr. Mario, take me away. There's 2 players. A sexual assault Tanaka can come over. Play 2.
Stop
And then all
apologizing
of a
so
sudden,
much.
I'm like,
Sorry, that's our culture.
Space Crab, no!
Oh,
Were you like, Space Crab, get me out of this awkward situation?
Space Crab attacked this girl. And I'm like, how did you stun it last time? Throw some trash at it. Space Crab hates trash. And he's sitting there, he waits for a second. Then he tries to pull Space Crab off his girl. And then Space Crab bitch slaps him with a tentacle, which I think is hilarious. And then I'm like, okay, there's these tentacles are a little bit bigger. They got bulbous tips. And I'm like, don't get rapey.
I did not
And
agree.
then I said,
yeah, I did not.
Welp.
Yeah. What happened, Kitty? What happened?
I'm going to go on the record and say I do not agree with Space Crab raping this woman.
I said
I
I do
know,
not agree
It's a
to
hot
this
take.
to this turning into one of Daniel's documentaries. I said no, Bad
No.
Machine, no. This is
I
not
didn't
okay.
even pick this movie. I'll point that out. It's not me.
It's been on my to-watch list for a while, actually. That cover, I've seen it for years. I was like, I should watch that. So we get one quivering member that just stands between her legs for a while, like to really drag it out. And I'm like, just grab it, man. He doesn't. It fucking shoot. It's sexual assault.
It does a
space
Silent
crabs.
Hill.
Yeah, right up into her. And it's like, it starts pounding her, and he's just sitting in the corner watching, and the
He's
lights are all
loving it.
flickering. And I'm like, you might as well jerk it now.
Oh God, he's out
I
of
mean-
bread, Kitty.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I didn't think about that. So she's getting pounded. It looks like she might even be enjoying it at that point, which is really weird. This doesn't look pleasant at all.
I think I saw
then-
a Jason mask somewhere in this chaos on the wall.
Maybe. Who knows?
Okay.
It's okay. She climaxes, and then I think Space Crab climaxes, and then the rubber hosing shoots out of his back. And I'm like, those are climax tentacles. So then I'm back to thinking about that poor little baseball boy, and I'm like, oh no.
So I was wondering if the alien was making a metal baby, like impregnating her, and somehow
I don't know, because there was like a penis and vagina thing inside of her going on too.
Well, that's the plug and play. It's just
I didn't like that.
Well, no, it's very.
The little freak has to back that ass up onto
gotta
the
back
dick so that he's
that
plugged
port
in.
so that you can get that
Yeah.
hose.
Yeah, I'm like, that's like,
And then
he's a
ar-
cute little
yeah,
dude.
The cute little dude arches its back, and so you don't know, like you're aroused, but you don't want to be, so you don't know how to feel through this whole scene.
I didn't. I was just like, are they fucking on the inside?
We are Yoji. What do we do? Do we wank it? Do we scream? Do we cry?
We jerk it in the corner at this point.
Stare down at your erection, feel shame.
I'm just like, that was odd. And then she stands up, and I'm just like, immediately, hell yeah. This isn't even her final form.
It's true.
Yeah. And then Yoji's over there like, still would. Maybe that was me.
No, I think it's both of you.
And then he runs over and tries to pull it off of her again. I'm like, it's a little late, dude. And then I'm like, okay, inside all of us are 2 space crabs, and they are fucking. And now, like, neighbor man walks in like, hey man, why'd you leave the brothel? And then he gets got by the Gundam girlfriend, and then she starts to evolve again. And then these little other tentacles come out up by her face, and it's the eyes we've seen in the other creatures, and they got little drills in the back of them. And I'm like, oh, that does not look fun. Don't do that. Like, maybe grab those tentacles. And they just drill into her eyes, which is a great effect. Doesn't look real at all. It's just fun. I'm like, you know what? Yoji knows his way around machines. He can figure this out. And then he starts getting attacked by Gundam Girlfriend, and the little space crab on the inside of her does a little roar, which is a roar we've heard in many other things before.
What's it sound like,
it's
Daniel?
Fantastic, though.
I don't know.
Oh, sounds like a baby dinosaur, Daniel.
What is a baby dinosaur?
Sounds like a baby T-Rex.
Baby T-Rex.
What does that
Daniel.
sound like?
I don't know.
I think Dr. Daniel knows.
I don't know.
Professor Daniel, you don't know?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it.
He doesn't know.
I'm
Son
not a performing monkey.
Yeah, you are. So we got you here for one reason.
It ain't the synopsis.
It ain't.
Wasn't even good. But man, that sound wave.
Oh god, I can't wait to hear it. So okay, so she fucking so Gundam Girlfriend fucking got the eyes, she does a little roar, they get in a little scuffle, they both get chucked out a window, and he gets saved by Dr. Gunsword guy, but Gundam
Okay, let's
Girlfriend,
not call this guy a doctor. He did not go to doctor school.
we don't know that. Maybe it was an online one.
Let's
No.
call him researcher. Like someone told him, do
He's
your
not
research,
doing research.
and he did his research. And these are the conclusions that he came up with.
He is a podcast true crab detective. An amateur. He's obsessed with these space crabs.
He
and
hate
he's
to
got a
see
show
crab
about
on
it.
crab violence on the streets these days. You hate to see it.
Well,
That is
Gundam
true.
Girlfriend pilots herself up to another roof, and Yoji wakes up in his house, and I'm just like, Yoji, you are not going to get your deposit back. This place is fucking wrecked. And now Gunsword guy is all like, hey man, that's my daughter over there, okay? She's only partially infected because I stopped her. Maybe it's ocean crabs versus space crabs or something. I don't know, but look, there's a little dude in the sphere. You see that sphere that's exposed on the shoulder? Like, that's a bad design, like how testicles are just dangling out there to get hit. It's a bad design. Winner eats the loser. They're attracted to negative thoughts. They take the host's memories and use them. And, oh yeah, hey, come with me. Look, hey, I'm breeding these crab things somehow to keep my daughter alive. I've made mutated ones, okay? Maybe the mutated ones don't need to bang, but they're also, they'll take any person. And then he shoots Yoji in the leg, and then he straps one of his mutated crab dudes onto him. And I'm like, this mutated crab dude is going to be fucked up by Yoji's memories. And Yoji's getting all taken over, but he doesn't get butt fucked. Probably
Shame.
should have. Yeah. So that's kind of sexist. And then he's turning, and then the eye things are coming out, and Yoji's like, no eye things, dog. Grabs one.
I said no, Antonio.
No, Antonio. And he shatters it, and I'm like, he's the one.
His willpower is too strong.
Too strong. And he's like, wait, are you awake? Do you feel all this stuff? And Yoji's like, yeah, dude, I'm awake, and I'm pissed. And I'm going to go ahead, and I'm going to fucking blast a hole through your head. And daughter's over there like, I don't give a fuck. That guy's weird. Yeah.
Not even my dad.
Not even my dad. I'm just a dude. He was sexual assault Tanaka's dad. And he was trying to sexual assault Tanaka me. And then Space Crab happened. Whatever. Then we get, Gundam Girlfriend gets revenge on sexual assault Tanaka, right?
Yeah, so, Tanaka's, did she call him out there? Why is he out there? He looks like he's lost.
Sexual assault Tanaka, come out to play.
And he's all
She
like,
calls him out.
how is that plant flower thing making so much noise? But then she turns around and it's like, oh, it's not a plant flower thing.
It's a raptor.
It's a raptor that you never even knew was there. And I was getting so upset because I'm like, this is where she's gonna bash the Tanaka. But then they cut away from it. I'm like, oh, if you don't let us see Tanaka's death, this boo.
Should have showed his dick getting chopped off.
Hey, mister, are you a spaceman?
Are you a spaceman? Little girl?
Should I call a
Did
doctor?
you not listen to what I said to Baseball Boy? Stay away. He like flicks a booger at her.
So, he squished his parasite.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the parasite
think
no longer
the
has
machine-
control.
But the machine's still running.
I don't think that should be happening. I don't know.
The operator is
Well,
gone, but the system is still there. How about that?
I take Windows out of my computer. It doesn't work.
No, you take you out of your computer, Windows is still working.
In the background
Windows always going to be working. And it's always going to be killing little girls.
with rocks. Right
That's
through
true.
Now, to be fair, I don't know that she's dead, and maybe if he had just brought her to a hospital, she could have been okay. Instead, he acts like a necroborg and he just leaves her there. I don't know what that's about.
Oh, man. I can't go to jail for this.
I got these other things I'm gonna go
Look
to
at
jail
this
for.
bod.
Yeah.
I'm not going to survive in jail with this kind
Gonna
of body.
survive?
Oh,
I got
little
dick
boy, they are
hands.
gonna eat you up in there.
Eat you alive.
You're going to get
He's just
tetanus? I got so much metal.
he's just like, whoops. All right, whoops.
Everybody gets
And he
one
goes
though.
out.
You get one pass.
He had one pass. He goes and finds his lady, and it's like, you guys can be together now. But then she's got a metal sexual assault Tanaka. And I'm like, go like hit the exposed silver sphere, which is a poor design. Like, go for that. Maybe you can save her. You know, I'm like, so I got a note that says, show yourself, and then nice, and then good shield. Her shield is just
That's
tough action.
That's because
Tanaka.
he I don't know, powered up and like burned off all of his clothing just to reveal
Oh,
his,
yeah.
his jacked cyborg body,
Yeah, that's great.
telling Tanaka to be quiet. But you know what? Let's just use him as a human shield because that's
Yeah.
entertaining.
It's great. We got a sick jump kick in there, and I'm like, man, I don't remember Pacific Rim being like this, but it's such a weird movie. And then my next two notes are fooled you, and then it's making fun of him.
Daniel,
know.
any clue on that one?
I don't know what he's talking
This
about.
fight scene was chaos.
Look, at some
And
point he
then-
fires a magic missile and it disintegrates Tanaka.
She's got a gun.
Yeah, he develops a gun.
And every time she
but-
shoots it, there's like blood splatter.
It's okay. She makes a cannon arm, which I think she's better at this than him in the first place. And it's like a flamethrower launcher combo thing.
There is a
But
point,
every time it flames, there's a splatter of blood.
or
Yeah, probably
boogers.
doesn't because
She sprays him with boogers
Or
at some
boogers.
point, and I think that's when she might be.
At some
laughs at
point,
him
they
little
have a
bit.
talk, and they're just getting covered in blood.
I think
That's
you know if they could work this out and just do a lot of therapy, I think they could like end up being codependent on each other, and maybe it works out.
it work. I think it could still work out. She acid snot jizzes on his face.
Yeah.
We're
That
listening
didn't
to
seem
like,
to bother him.
After
Well, I
the
mean,
days
heat of
he's
the
been
moment.
having.
Yeah. He's still like shooketh from the theater experience.
Yeah,
That's true.
That's still
He's looking
Uh,
for that guy.
Right?
Strong
And then
Jaw.
we get flashback
good
to,
luck finding Strong Jaw. Strong Jaw's a
Strong
myth.
Jaw would still win.
Strong Jaw rolls in,
like
rolls out.
Bigfoot.
We flash back to more of what crazy gun sword guy stuff was saying, like, oh man, and they're tapped into the nervous system, so you'll feel their pain. And it's like, wait a minute, shouldn't that be the other way around?
What pain are they
I
feeling?
feel like the space, like they're in a little ship inside your body. What the fuck are they feeling?
You
Shouldn't
think
it be
it's easy?
they feel?
You think it's easy
your
to be a
pain?
little freak piloting things when your dad's back home saying that you're never gonna amount to anything? And so then you go off into fight in this tournament and your dad doesn't believe in you. He doesn't think you're gonna win the tournament to come home with that 12-pack of Mountain Dew that you played for. You think that's easy? That's what little guy's going through, and you have to feel that too.
I got a port. Can you mount me?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, Daniel,
I don't know.
did you see
Little
the,
space.
Did you see the spider web, Daniel?
Yeah, I saw the spider.
I know you did.
Did you eat it?
Did you eat it?
I was
Yeah.
like, oh, they just saw a spider and they're like, hey, get that.
Get that in the shot. Get in the shot. Yeah, I know someone who's
Good shit.
gonna
That's
love
good
it.
shit. That's good shit.
Okay, look, little freaky space crab dude, he's having a fucking blast, okay? He's loving this. And we're doing sneak attacks.
Stealth rolled 20, man. Sneaks up right behind her.
But
like
then I
literally
think, like,
right behind her, popping
And
up.
then he
right
just
behind
stands
her.
there.
He's like, I love
think
watching
Lil
you
Man,
go.
Yeah, I think he gets overwhelmed by the love. Okay, so that's throwing him off. But now he makes a saw arm on Gundam Girlfriend, and she's like, I'm sawing you. And then it's like, I peeped on you all the time, dude. That's true love. And then little dude's get his ass kicked. And then Yoji makes a super cannon from his chest. And then he blasts her. And I'm like, probably should have done that sooner. And she's not like, there's parts of her left. She's not fully disintegrated.
So she's...
Or is it just the crab
Yeah,
The head's,
shell
the
left?
head's fine.
the head's fine. She gets a little
Yeah.
bit of control left at the end, and she tells Yoji to kill her. And then
Kill
the
me.
crab thing, because we found out that they can swap bodies. So if one gets too damaged, they'll just bounce. So the crab thing is trying to get her to like blow her head off. And instead of that happening, he shoots her with the chest cannon for reasons. And so I'm like, okay, you got her head. You've got most of her guts. I think this is salvageable.
You can put it back together.
This
I
is a
thought she
relation
was
better.
controlling the cannon, trying to shoot the crab sphere, and they were having a battle of wills. He was putting it up to her head. She was trying to put it up to the crab sphere.
And Yoji just messed it up for everybody.
And Yoji's like, "Y'all are taking
Yoji's
too
like,
long."
I've got, look, Comic-Con starts in 20 minutes, and there
I've
is
got a
some
raid in
nasty
15
sex
minutes.
at night that I got to be a part of, okay?
I gotta be
Professor
a part of
told me so. Gotta go.
it. Well, that's how every great love story ends.
I was like, what if
And
you,
I'm-
okay, what if you, hear me out. What if you feed the parasite to the severed head?
Ooh.
I'm like, will it grow, like, will it turn into the thing and grow some arms and start moving
It's
around?
a good hypothesis. What if? You
And
know?
we'll never
That's
know because he
adorable.
just squishes it. And I'm like, that's a waste of,
Squishes it.
that's a,
Didn't
that's a waste.
even eat it. How's he ain't gonna live. He didn't even eat it. Although, will he live? Because he doesn't have a dude in him. So does he need to eat dudes to live?
I thought he did. Someone has one because one of their little dudes has beads, like little plastic.
That's the daughter.
That's the daughter.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
why does
she
the
The
daughter
winds
daughter
up-
gives
piercings?
the daughter gives him her parasite for some reason.
I think that's to kill herself.
Well, she's a big fan of Dr. Pimple
But if
Popper,
she
for
could have just
one.
ripped her
fact.
parasite out at any time, why didn't she just do that?
Daddy
I don't think she
was
lives after
This
this.
ending makes
really
no
being a
sense.
big
I don't
drag,
understand
okay.
what's happening,
What? I'll tell you what's
Well,
happening.
why it's happening.
Yoji just killed the love of his life. Okay, they were meant to be together. We all know it. But then this other lady shows up, and he's like, "Okay, I could be with you, I guess." And she's like, "Nah, you hideous." And she rips it off her neck.
Here, take this.
Take it.
I
But
gotta
why?
go. Well,
Because
I gotta go.
I'm gonna make a
take
bomb.
This.
Okay,
Yeah,
I can do
When
that.
did you
I-
do that?
I will keep her love alive on the inside, or blow myself up.
When did you make a bomb?
Just
He
now.
mentally did it inside of him.
I baked one. Would you like one? You gotta wait 20
You like
minutes.
one? It'll take your head off, and then his head blows up, and then it's like, wow, that was a movie. But then we get these silhouettes of little space crabs,
Now this
Talking.
is important.
and it's hilarious.
Oh, Parasite
Break it down
boardroom
for me.
meeting about the
Yeah.
Hunger Games is important. Go ahead.
It's
Look, the next
it's
place.
those-
Listen, bud. The next PlayStation gonna be dope. We don't need the Necroborgs. Turns out that shit sucked ass.
slows them down. We don't need to take over their minds. All right, they're fucked up enough already. We just let them go.
It's like we take your favorite Necroborgs and we made them fight because we took this one
Yeah.
and this one and they got a history. So if we make them fight again, we're gonna be selling so many tickets.
Yeah. Then we see a nice, real pale dude. Who's the pale dude?
That's Yoji.
How though? His head blew up, didn't it?
He's
They've got his DNA.
He's dead Yoji. Yeah, they got it. Dino DNA. They're
They
gonna
cloned him.
immaculate
That was
him.
my problem. Was like, no, I'm pretty sure I seen his head turn into mush. But I'm like, how do they got Yoji?
I just told you.
So, but it doesn't count. You can't
but
just
how?
clone him. He doesn't come with all the trauma unless they like uploaded his memories to the cloud.
The whole thing, his whole experience was being uploaded to the cloud. It was being broadcast on Twitch for millions to watch.
That's embarrassing.
Space
'cause he-
millions.
oh my god, they watched him jerk it.
Yeah.
But then why do they call him the Meatball Machine?
They don't. That's
That
the
I
name
don't-
of the. That's the
that's
name of the
the-
project because we are the
Oh.
meatballs.
Why does their alien spaceship look like a shit?
I don't know.
Like it just looks like a space turd.
Why are they so cute?
I just- it's like-
Ah.
Are those little aliens from Aqua Teen, not the moon ones, but the other ones
Cricket,
who just sit in their ship.
cricket, cricket.
Or is that a different one?
Cricket, cicada.
I don't know.
Climax!
You guys like this movie?
Yes.
Yes.
I will, yes. I don't care what you say.
I'm not happy about it.
I'm
Yeah,
not
I
happy.
enjoyed
I'm
it.
not thrilled.
First off, yeah, Yoji should have got butt fucked by the alien too, and we should have had to watch it.
Equal
all I say.
opportunity, for sure. For sure. 100%.
I'm just saying, that makes no sense why she had to go through that, but he didn't.
Hot
We
take.
don't need
I
to
agree.
Violations
We don't
for
need to
everyone
see
or
it.
violations for no one. I agree.
Right.
Mhm.
We didn't need to see it happen to the other people.
But you did.
But because we were watching his transformation, just like we had to watch hers, yeah, it should have happened. No balls. The creature effects were ridiculous and awesome.
Very good.
This wasn't as fucked up as something that like Tokyo Gore Police, or maybe not even Robo Geisha. How fucked up was that one? It was a little fucked up. Tokyo Gore Police is gold standard though.
Yeah.
I mean, might watch this again at some point. I would watch that sequel. I wonder how much it carries.
Okay, allow me to make the pitch on why we have to watch the sequel.
Okay.
American Guilt. Drop 2 nukes, and the least we could do is watch the sequel for what we've done.
Yeah, but they've been nuked a third time at that point. Hasn't that reactor meltdown happened by then? Because
No, that was in a
sequel came-
Godzilla movie. That wasn't real.
Oh, that didn't really happen.
Yeah, that didn't
recently.
really happen.
Oh, because the sequel came out in 2017.
Is that near the, what was that, the Fukushima?
Fukushima.
Fukushima. There we go.
I gotta say, I'm looking at some pictures of the sequel. The monsters look cooler in this one.
The special effects person is the director of the second.
So the special effects person from the first one is the director of the second one?
Yes.
I can't imagine HD makes it good, better.
That's the thing. There's a lot more like computer shit, it looks like. And then like what they got practically, they're less
I tried to look up who did the music because I liked the music, but I didn't.
it was slapping. I mean, Dick Cannon's still more impressive than Chess Cannon. Also, let's look at the stuff that our boy Yoji has been in since then that we've seen. He was in Kill Bill Volume 1.
I was going to say, okay, who was he in? Was he one of the crazy 88s?
And Volume 2. Yeah, he was. He's Crazy 88 number 4 in Volume 1 and just Crazy 88
You know, there weren't 88 of
in
them?
number 2. No? How many were there?
I don't know.
Hmm.
That's crazy.
He was in Shin Godzilla.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Is there anything else on here is in that we've seen? I don't know that he's anyone noticeable in anything since this. Yeah. But usually we watch something like this and nobody in it ever does anything ever again. So the fact that he has 140 some odd things, I'm like, oh, all right. He was in an Ultraman show.
Oh, that's 100 and what? That's not a lot.
14.
This dude's eating. He's eating. He's feasting.
Yeah. He's been around. This is his
I mean, what?
magnum opus.
Takashi Miike makes like, 6 movies a year? This guy's probably in one of them a year.
One would think. Sexy voice and Robo? What the fuck is that?
The girl who played the daughter is a voice actress.
Oh, fun.
That's ironic because she never talks
in
in this.
Exactly, right? I guess she was a singer in a girl band.
Oh, let's get someone with a great voice in our thing. Write them no lines of dialogue. What about sexual
turns out
assault
she has a
Tanaka?
really deep voice, so there was only room for one strong jaw.
She
sound.
did the voice of
She
Strongjaw.
did the voice of Strongjaw. That's right.
Good.
Daniel, if you like this movie, what else would you recommend? Have you seen Psycho Goreman?
No.
Okay.
Should.
If you enjoyed this and you want to watch something less tentacly, but still
Makes you feel
What
a little
if you
better.
want something more tentacly?
Bible Black, is that the one?
I feel like that's not that tentacly. That could be more tentacly.
Okay. That one Cthulhu movie that has tentacles.
Just type in tentacle anime. You'll find all you ever want.
Safe search off.
You're gonna want that
Safe
off.
search
Yeah,
off.
you're gonna want that
that
Full
off.
off.
volume at work.
In a library.
You're gonna want a crowd behind you,
Make sure you leave your door unlocked.
Right.
People can walk in.
but
Yeah.
not anywhere near a school zone. You don't need that.
no,
you don't want that.
not again.
So not a school library.
Not again.
I mean, go watch this. It's on Tubi, so that's free.
Tubi never misses.
Tubi misses all the time.
I haven't seen it, but it was coming up in some of the reviews.
This?
Tetsuo, the Iron Man.
Oh, that's yeah.
People like that.
They do.
No, that's
for I don't know what. Well, it's cinema, Daniel. I'll accept it. It's art.
I don't know that I need to watch it again. Watch a lot of the stuff that Tokyo Shock Horror put out. So like we're talking about Tokyo Gore Police, Machine Girl was one. Robo Geisha.
Basically like Japanese trauma, right?
Yes.
Kinda, yeah. Watch some trauma films if you want to really get some fucked up action too. There you go. Go watch Bloody Muscle Bodybuilder and what's that movie called?
It's a wrestling move. Hold on. What is it, Daniel?
Kiss me.
I'll set you up.
Bloody Muscle Bodybuilder in Hell.
In the bloody body muscle. Kiss me on the tum tum tapper.
Yeah, I'm the Tum Tum Tapper. I don't know, just
Isolate
Google
that. Turn that into a song.
weird Japanese movie and then just watch whatever it fucking tells you.
Yeah.
And that'll be fine. Yeah. Well. As always, I've been your Tum Tum Tapper host, Kenny.
I'm Harry S. Truman. 2 nukes, not enough.
How many is enough?
Well, okay, so you either need to do...
Because one creates Godzilla.
1 creates Godzilla, 2 creates this.
I'm almost scared to think what 3 creates.
Well, we either need to cut it back and do none,
really amp it up,
or we need to amp it up.
Never enough, never.
I'm your neighbor who had to watch you eject your demons into a tissue, and then your lady friend ended up pegging me, Ryan.
You don't want to get pegged by Gundam sheet hanger.
That's the secret ending to Peggle 2.
Right. And this, our public affairs person said we had to put this at the end of the episode, but the Horrorble Opinions podcast does not endorse sexual assault to Naka.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
like
that we don't
nuking a whole country twice.
Nuking
we don't,
a country.
Just to be clear, we also don't
That's
endorse
already
that.
done.
No. We're walking it back.
We weren't alive for that.
Listen,
we
I don't
endorsed that if we
think
wanted
that
to.
they should be nuked more. 2 was enough. 2 might have been too much. I don't know.
Too much.
I'm sorry.
Time cop?
Time cop?
Time cop? I don't know.
Time cop?